Transport Bandits here.
I'm Cheryl.
I'm Jeff, or Mr. Dimples.
And we are hooked up and ready to roll.
Just hooked up to this Kodiak Ultra Light by Dutchman.
Where are we headed to, Jeff?
Salmon Arm.
Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
In Canada
the Canadian
again.
Rockies. We are doing what I call a hook and book. Got into Goshen an hour ago, picked up our stuff, got some lunch, got some snacks, and then we are booking our way out of here and heading towards British Columbia now.
We're taking full advantage of that passport.
Yeah, and also because the Canadian loads pay a little more, you know, like almost 20 cents a load more, you know, just for the normal loads. Last time when we went to Newfoundland, it paid 40 cents more than a normal.
$1.98 a mile. It was great.
It was awesome. So we are taking advantage of that and getting some good money hauling these long distance loads to Canada.
Yes, we are.
So join us for our ride. Let's go to British Columbia.
Let's subscribe.
So let's hook and book. Good morning, Transport Bandits here. And
Good morning.
Mr. Dimples is with us always, and Mr. Bones riding along. Chinchilla Mike is here, and we are in our truck. Gus is doing great and fabulous, and we just got off that Newfoundland load. We picked up and hooked and booked at Goshen, and we're in Wisconsin now, heading across the top of America to Washington.
Yep.
And then we will go up from there, up into Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
The Canadian Rockies.
Woohoo! We're awesome.
It's good times in the RV industry right now.
I didn't mean we're awesome. I meant that this trip is awesome. So
Yeah, but,
that came out wrong.
I meant it. We are awesome.
You are awesome.
Yeah,
You're awesome.
I'm awesome.
You're awesome. Mr. Bones is awesome. Me,
So-
not so much. And I was going to give a little bit of information this morning to have something informational in our videos, because
Why didn't you tell me?
it's all, you know, our whole motto is to be stupid and have fun and make every day stupid fun.
Yeah, but my motto is not to be stupid.
Yeah, my motto is we are stupid. We're just stupid.
That's not my
stupid
motto.
fun. No, stupid in today's terminology means like good. Not stupid like dumb, but yeah, we're kind of that too. So
Yeah, no, that's not my
that's
motto.
why you saw videos where the video.
Having fun is my motto, but me being stupid, no, that's not my motto. I'm sorry.
That's why you saw blurry images of us over the last few videos, because didn't know how to work the focus on the camera.
Yeah, but that's not stupid. That's the camera being
That's dumb blonde stupid. Anyway, for information, we have a lot of people ask us about our team driving experience. And what is all that about, and how many hours we can ride and drive, and what we do. As
Now,
team driver,
we will tell you about this, but I want to put this disclaimer in.
and
All
what
right?
is this disclaimer?
This disclaimer is that this is how Synergy operates. Other companies may operate differently, but Synergy, this is how they want it done.
Yeah. So I know I might get a lot of comments saying this isn't how you do it, all this stuff. We have checked with our compliance department, Synergy, from the beginning. Make sure that we are doing it right. D.O.T. has looked at our logbooks. We are doing it correct, and for our company, for our way of doing it, this is correct.
And for our situation.
Our situation. The situation is when we are team drivers for Synergy, we have a 14-hour day or shift that we can drive, okay? In that 14 hours of 24, I have 11 hours allotted to me that I can drive, and Jeff has 11 hours allotted to him that he can drive.
But combined, we can only drive 13 and a half hours.
Now, how did we come up with 13 and a half hours that we can drive?
You got to take that 30-minute break.
You have to allot for the 30-minute break before you drive 8 hours. Okay? So since Jeff can't go anywhere without me and I can't go anywhere without him, the truck cannot roll.
Right. So
Thank you.
I can drive 7 hours. She can drive 6.5.
Or
I can
vice
drive
versa.
8 hours. She can drive 5.5.
Yeah, or he can drive
however we
5
want.
and I can drive 2, or you know, whatever it comes to. 13.5 is the maximum amount of driving time we can put in a day before we have to stop and take our 10-hour break. And we stop every evening and take our at least a 10-hour break in the evening. So we can switch off as much as we want. You have to make sure you show on your logbook when we switch, where it is that we switch off. And I mark in my logbook when I'm sitting here in the passenger seat. I'll mark in the logbook that I am on duty, not driving, and Jeff will be driving. And then if we pull over, just let's say at an on-ramp, and switch over, I jump out of the side door and get in that side, and he comes over here. That's less than 7 minutes. Anytime you stop and it's less than 7 minutes, you don't have to mark it as a rest, right? Or an off break or
According to
on break,
Synergy.
according to Synergy. So if we just switch over, we just have to mark where it was, what location we're at when we switch over to team driving. So that's how it works with team driving. If you have any questions about it, just drop them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer any of those questions. Like I said, you've got in a 24-hour period, you've got 14-hour shift. You can drive as a team drivers up to 13.5. You have to take that half-hour break before one of us hits 8 hours, or total 8 hours. Before the first 8 hours of driving, you have to do a 30-minute break.
But remember, we're the fun side of RV transport. So we rarely ever run the full 13.5 hours.
Yeah.
Usually in about 12 hours, we're ready to stop.
Yeah, we ride from our typical day lasts
in the back of the truck, watch a movie.
Yep, 8 hours to like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and that's about our typical day. And then we start it all over again in the next day. So we're having fun with the RV transport. I would not do anything different. We're having a great time, getting paid well. We are headed to British Columbia now, paying $1.78. This is a normal load. Our load to Newfoundland on our last video paid $1.98 for 2,339 miles.
Yeah, but it was a hot load.
It was a hot load. This one is a normal load. We're getting $1.78 for 2,100 something miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still good. I mean, we're still living it up. So
The last paycheck was great. $1.98 a mile. Plus we got reimbursed for the ferry.
yeah, we got reimbursed for the ferry and all the
one of
tolls
you guys out there used me as a
recommendation. I know. So
And
thank you so
I
much.
got $230 on top of it.
Yeah, if you guys want to put us down, if you've been watching our videos, and you're applying to Synergy for orientation or anything, and you want to list us as a referral or a recommendation, my name's Cheryll Arnold. My driver number is 5228. Jeff is Jeff Arnold, and his number is 5219. So put that down as a referral, and we get a $230 bonus.
Yeah, that is if you're applying to Synergy.
Yeah, only if Synergy.
If you're applying to another company, you can still put us down.
You can still refer us.
It would be funny.
All right then. Okay, so I will leave you with that little bit of information because, you know, we have to throw a little bit of RV transport information in with our goofball adventures. So join us as we travel across America and up into British Columbia. See you on the flip side. Enjoy the scenery.
Oh. And now that we're away from the coast and headed west, this means I'm going to get a steak. And if anybody watches my videos, you know how much I love steak.
All right, we got to go find him some steak and keep that big boy fed. And
I mean, I can only eat so much lobster and so much fish. You know,
Yep.
I need
they got
steak.
good steak in the West. All right. Catch us on the flip side. Here it is. Check it out.
Bye.
If you watched our world's largest edition, you would have seen this sculpture right there, which looks like a big eye, because we are on I-94. This is exit 72, and it's the start of the Enchanted Highway, which starts a series of 32 miles down to Regent, North Dakota, of the world's largest. We just call that the Big Eye because it looks like an eyeball, but it's actually geese in flight. And it's part of the world's largest metal sculptures along the Enchanted Highway. Okay, if you guys watched our previous videos, you will know that this mountain has the world's largest cow on it.
Hello everybody, stopped here in Montana for our 10 hours, and I gotta tell you, the view here is amazing. I'm gonna show it to you here in just a second. You can see our little trailer there. There's the Gus, our truck. Take a look at that. Where are you going to find a view like that, huh? That's the best view in the house right there. So this is going to be a nice rest. Just kick back, enjoy the view. Probably get my binoculars out. See if I can see some pronghorn or something else. So right now I'm going to go to a little restaurant in here. Have some chow. Get ready to bed down. Heck, I think I'm even going to leave the shades up off the windows on that side so I can enjoy that. Man, that is nice. Alright, see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Man, what a beautiful morning.
It's a gorgeous morning in Montana. We stayed at the Yellowstone Travel Plaza last night, had a beautiful view of the mountains and the sunset in the morning. And when we woke up this morning, we got to watch pronghorn play in a distant field. It was a little too far away for the camera to get on there, but we saw it and watched it for a long time. It was awesome.
It was, and they had 3 babies.
It was so cool.
And then
America's great.
And then a mountain lion came down. And, you know, they fought that mountain lion off, and they saved all the babies but one.
And Jeff doesn't stretch the truth at all, right? And then there was a herd of elephants. And what else can we add to that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make the story good for the viewers.
All right. So, yeah, yesterday we noticed on our Canadian paperwork that our paperwork said that we were supposed to have a port of entry in Sarnia, Ontario. We're going to British Columbia. Look it up on the map.
That's stupid. We'd had to go in up to
Detroit, north of Detroit,
go all the way around the Great Lakes and drive all the way
on a
across
2-lane
Canada.
highway all the way across Canada. So we said that doesn't make any sense.
No.
So always look at your paperwork if you're going to be traveling to Canada. Always check that Canadian manifest out to make sure everything is correct. We called our dispatcher, and she was fantastic. She's like, "Oh man, that's a big mix-up," but she got that all straightened up and emailed it to.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you, Judy, for everything that you do for us at Synergy. I'm going to print that off here in a little while, and we're all set. Today we're traveling across the rest of Montana and into Idaho, and we'll turn north at Spokane and head toward Osoyoos. Osoyoos.
And go into...
What a fun word is that, huh? Osoyoos. Osoyo. It's going to be Osoyoos.
You know, it doesn't take much to amuse you, Cheryl.
It doesn't. You know, just give me a mountain lion eating 3 baby pronghorn and an Osoyoos, and I'm good to go. I'm going to get some more great footage, scenage, whatever you want to call it, from the road crossing Montana and into Idaho.
That's all I got to say about that.
Join us!
And subscribe.
I know you probably can't see it on top of the mountain there. That's the Lady of the Mountain in Butte. Excuse me, that was called Lady of the Rockies, not Lady of the Mountain, in Butte, Montana. Transport Bandits here, and we have been pulled over. That's where we are right now, just on the west side of Missoula, Montana, for D.O.T. inspection, our first one. So
Who knew?
we have everything is current, everything. We have all our paperwork. The guy is nice. So far, he's been nice. And
Yeah, they're nice until they get nasty.
yeah. So this is our first D.O.T. inspection. We're going to see how we do. Luckily, all my logs were all caught up, so I was able to just hand him that. He asked for the registration.
Yeah, for all our papers.
All our paperwork, all of it. BOL, registration, all of our certificates of insurance and our transporter plate certificate. All the Synergy work and all that kind of stuff. So he is back there now, sitting in his D.O.T. vehicle, and we're waiting to see what the outcome is. So your fingers crossed.
Who knows? You know, Cheryl's the only person in the world that's going to be excited over a D.O.T.
No, because I know we are square. As of this moment, we're square. I don't know how it'll be 15 minutes from now, but luckily we're not. Mr. Bones is not worried. You know why?
He don't care.
He's dead.
Well, you know, when you're a bandit or an outlaw, things of that nature, the law likes to pull you over. And sure enough, we're stopped by the D.O.T. D.O.T. inspection, bandit style. Subscribe.
Okay, we passed inspection. Woohoo! Yay! Oh, okay, we're a little. Let's try that again.
I'm driving.
And I'm not left-handed, and the camera's in our hand, so that doesn't work too
We
well.
passed our D.O.T. inspection, bandit style.
Yeah, Mr. Bones wasn't scared at all. Not at all. He wasn't nervous or anything. You know, wanted, dead or alive kind of thing.
He was shaking in his hat.
What? Mr. Bones had it all the time. He wasn't nervous. Was you, Mr. Bones?
See, he's not even speaking now.
Well, yeah, so they pulled us over and asked for all of our paperwork and our logbooks, and luckily my logbooks were completely correct and current, so keep up your logbooks, make sure they're current.
I didn't get nervous until he went back to his car to the trunk. He put on a pair of rubber gloves and pulled out a big stick. Now, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, if an official puts on rubber gloves and comes at me with a big stick, I get concerned.
They did a tank dip on us. That means that they check our tank for dye, which means that you would be using off-road diesel.
And that's a no-no.
That's a no-no. Don't use off-road diesel. So we
Even though it's like $1 a gallon cheaper.
So you know, yeah, we didn't have any dye in our tank. So we passed with flying colors, and everything was good to go. We had to show them our truck registration, and our license registration, and insurance, and our BOL papers and all that kind of stuff. And then he gives us a paper, and then we have to, after we leave, we have to take a photograph of that paper, of our inspection paper report, our inspection report. We give them he gives us a inspection report piece of paper. And after he gives that to us, and we can head on the road, and I will take a photograph of that and send that into compliance at our company, because they need to know that like immediately. Okay, we're coming up on another way station.
And it's open.
Now. All right, and it's open. So let's do that. Wish us luck. Okay, so this way station I did not realize is the Idaho way station, and so this is our port of entry for Idaho.
Yep, we gotta go get a pass.
Gotta go get our permit.
Yeah, permit.
Yep, our permit. So that's gonna cost us like $60.
Yeah, so
but we'll get reimbursed for that.
The permit is like a hall pass.
Yeah, to pass through the state. Right. And it's good for 120 hours. You hear that? It's good. It's good for some time after we buy it. So when we're coming back through, we don't have to buy it again. So let's go get the permit. Okay, got our Idaho permit. We gotta put it in the windshield, so I got some tape on there.
All right, I just went to that porta-john, and I can tell you, they built that porta-john 20 years ago and haven't been back since.
The way station porta-john. Okay, we're climbing the pass between Montana and Idaho, and we've been climbing for quite a while, ever since we left the way station. Got a little bit of snow on the mountain. Okay, this is Lookout Pass. Big pass. And now we are at elevation 4,725 feet. This is the pass that you take out of Montana and into Idaho heading west. We just left Montana, and we are coming into the beautiful state of Idaho. Okay, we're coming into Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Beautiful state. I love traveling America. This is awesome. Okay, we crossed out of Idaho at Coeur d'Alene and into Spokane, Washington. And so now we are in Washington State and headed on Highway 2 towards the Grand Coulee Dam. Wherever that is. We're coming up on the Grand Coulee Dam. This is the town of Grand Coulee. It's grand and it's coulee. I think it's very possible we'll be going over or very near to the dam. And we can make a lot of jokes here, but we will refrain from making any of those hold back the water type installation jokes. Okay, so we don't go across the dam, but I think we'll be able to see it. So hold on to your horses. Here it comes. There's the Grand Coulee Dam. Right there. You saw it here on Transport Bandits. Are going to be going across this pretty scary dam bridge. Oh no. Pretty narrow too. To think that these are prehistoric dinosaur droppings. They don't look like any other rock outcropping, and we've been passing them every so often. be staying in Omak, Washington for the evening at Rhodey's Travel Plaza. Beautiful area to stay.
All right.
Good morning.
It's good morning for us.
Yeah.
Have no idea what time it is for you.
And it was just a few seconds ago that you seen us before we got to Omak, Washington, which was beautiful.
But they may be watching this in the afternoon. And
yeah, but it's morning for us.
We just say good morning.
We'll just say good morning, okay? Because they're watching it. It's morning. Good morning. Okay,
Did you see that look on her face when I touched her hat?
Yeah, don't touch my hat. We are within minutes of getting to Osoyoos,
The Canadian border.
the border. We've got all our paperwork and everything's ready, and we should have about a 3-hour drive up to Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
Right, so what do we got paperwork-wise?
We've got our Canadian manifest.
Canadian manifest.
With the correct port of entry, our 2 names as team drivers, and our license plates for the truck, our license plate for the trailer is all on that Canadian manifest.
And we got our passport.
Passports, check.
And we filled out the Arrive Can app.
Arrive Can app. That's
should
really
be the 3 things you need.
That should be the only things that we are required. That's the only things that we've been required so far, and we've been twice. We went to Lethbridge on the first video, and to Newfoundland. We just went to Newfoundland, and that was the only things that were required. We'll see what's required here. So stay tuned for British Columbia.
You know what to do. Subscribe.
It's just really stunning to drive through here up to Osoyoos. Really, really beautiful. Okay, we are in the town of Oroville, coming up to the border. This is the Oroville, Washington side. And we'll be at the border in just a few minutes. Okay, Mr. Bones is all ready to cross the border. The only lane they have open is lane 1, that is for commercial traffic. The only way you can get into Canada is by being a commercial or essential worker. Let's see how this goes. It's a big border crossing station. Really big. I didn't think it would be this big. Okay, we are through. And
So just barely.
yeah, this one was a tough one. Welcome to British Columbia. Must carry change, no exceptions. Essential travel only. Jeff will switch to kilometers on this speedometer. Okay, let's talk about what happened at the border crossing. So, we got to the border, as you just saw, and
they are getting strict in Canada.
yeah, he was not a happy-go-lucky Canadian.
No, sir.
So,
he questioned whether Cheryl was a co-driver or not.
he was very concerned, and he was not nice, and he was very like, how long is it going to take you to deliver? And we're like, in today, out tomorrow. Well, why are you staying overnight? And I said, well, we don't know how many hours we will have left on our clock. How many hours can you drive? We can drive, as co-drivers, we can drive 13 and a half of a 14-hour shift.
And he's like, I'm just questioning you because I'm not convinced she's a co-driver.
And I
said, well, you got a paper from your government saying so.
Manifest.
And he says...
Team driver,
Yeah.
Cheryll Arnold. I'm not, it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah, he says it's just a piece of paper.
I said, well, I have some more pieces of paper that are logbooks, contracts, and paperwork that states that I'm a co-driver. He said, oh, well, I'm not holding you up. I just question whether you're a co-driver or not. I said, I've got some more pieces of paper, but they're just pieces of paper, or we can call the company. And he said, I'm not holding you up. Have a good day. So we were like, yes,
Man,
sir.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I mean, I think they're taking this COVID thing just way too seriously. I mean, I know COVID's real, but you can take anything too far. And I really do think that, I don't know, you know, it's just like, when it comes to government officials, there's no room for, what would you call it? There's no room for personal judgment, you know? They just follow the rule book and that's it.
Yeah, he was a little nasty about me being a co-driver, and I'm sure that if my manifest would have said passenger instead of co-driver,
There's no way
I would have been waiting there in Osayos until Jeff returned back. He questioned a lot about how long it would take us to get there and to drive, and how many hours we had left, and how many hours we had been driving this morning. So that was not such a pleasant crossing on this case. However, we still had no problems other than a nasty personality. So we're good. So let's head to Salmon Arm.
These Canadian loads need to start paying more.
Yeah, we were shocked at the Canadian loads coming out of our Pendleton yard only paid really small. I don't know why they're way cheaper out of Pendleton than they are Indiana.
The Canadian loads are already pay more, and that's good. But now I'm beginning to have to deal with smart alecks at the border, and it's getting harder to cross.
It may have just been that one dude, like D.O.T. officers. Everybody say, all transporters say that you can get a butthead, or you can get a nice person like we got yesterday.
It may have been, but it is beginning to be more trouble to cross the border because of COVID.
They're very strict on COVID.
They need to up them rates.
Yes. I don't know if I told you last time, but, you know, we had heard from other transporters that if you're doing anything non-essential, like just getting there and getting out, Canadians will take your picture or take pictures of your license plate if you get out to go to a Walmart or something like that, and call the cops on you because you are doing something that is non-essential because of coronavirus. So be careful what you do if you're coming to Canada.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Canadian loads already pay more, but I think they need to give me a deal with the bullshit bonus. All right. You know, we've done the border crossing. Now, I've already talked to my mother and told her I was going to be using foul language.
Yeah, we're very vanilla on our YouTube videos.
So my mother knows I'm going to be using foul language. So that was important for me to get that out. The only way I can describe that border crossing is with the word bullshit.
That's a tame version.
And the border crossing guard was Captain Bullshit. Do you understand? I don't understand.
You have to make sure you wear your mask before.
Do you want goods and services coming to Canada or not? You know? I mean, how much more suffering are you going to do?
It's terribly strict on COVID here, so don't do anything other than your essential work. So we're basically going to be staying in the truck, delivering our unit, and then coming out a different port, and that seemed to be the problem.
Oh yeah, that was a problem for him. Anything. Well, first of all, he told me he was questioning whether or not Cheryl was a co-driver. And I said, well, you got paper right there to prove it. Yeah, he said, this is just paper.
Yep.
Yeah, it's paper from your government. I mean, come on.
Anyway, he passed us through, and we had no criminality check this time.
This is supposed to be the fun side of RV transport.
That wasn't fun.
And I'm irritated. You don't want to make Mr. Dimples mad.
Don't get Mr. Dimples mad. Give him the mad look.
You get Mr. Dimples mad, and there's going to be problems. You understand?
Yes, you have to refrain yourself.
You know, I felt like dragging him out of that booth and letting Cheryl drive back and forth over the top of him to prove that she's a co-driver. All right, that's all.
Okay. Out. And the crazy thing is they didn't even ask about COVID. They didn't ask about shots. They didn't even ask if we had symptoms or coughing. That's the first time we've had a border crossing where they didn't ask about any of our symptoms or anything like that.
They're just looking for a reason not to let you come in.
Yeah, they didn't ask anything about COVID.
They're just trying to keep people out.
They were more concerned with me if I was an actual co-driver.
Do you not want goods and services coming into Canada? Do you want your people suffering because of it?
Calm down. Mr. Dimples is not showing any dimples. He didn't ask him to subscribe. You don't even want him on your channel, do you?
No, I'd love him to get on my channel now. You go watch his channel, buddy. You'll know exactly what I think of you. I want to drag you out of that booth, lay you out in the road, me get out of the truck, so you'll know Cheryl's the one driving. Let her just run back and forth across the top of him. Hey, look at her, that's my co-driver. Okay. All right, so look at this. I hate that it's a cloudy day today, and it might be a little rainy because it's just absolutely gorgeous through here. So take a look at this scenery. So I'm like, I should have said,
I'm going to listen to this for an hour.
What are you, a sexist? Do you think women can't drive? Huh? Is that it? Oh yeah, you're a sexist.
Okay. I'm going to listen to this for a long time after I turn this video off. Riding beside this lake for over an hour, and it's just crazy beautiful. Okay, it looks like we're going to be able to deliver our unit after all. We're only 10 minutes away and it's only 3:09, and I called them and they said yes, bring it on in. So it looks like we're going to be able to deliver. Awesome.
I said, take this camper. And they said,
do you
yes.
know who you're talking to?
And they said,
you're
yes.
talking to the transport bandits. You've got to take our unit.
Right.
You've got to take us in.
That's right. They said, yes, Mr. Dimples, bring it. We will take it right now.
Mr. Bones would have been very sad. They don't want Mr. Bones being sad. So let's head
Now
to
my
the.
dimples out.
Now the dimples are out. All right, good job. So let's deliver this unit. Okay, we're approaching our dealership area in Salmon Arm, and again, it's still gorgeous. Okay, we made it to our destination. Let's do this thing. Okay, we've delivered to Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
Everything went smooth.
It was awesome. And so now we are free to have fun.
And that fun is going to include me finding some food right now.
All right. So we're going to get us a place to stay or either find a place to park. I don't know which one because we're in Canada. So not sure of how that works with any hotel stays or anything like that. Or else we'll just find us a place to park. And I will start a new video tomorrow. And we may take you to Banff National Park. Or even Glacier National Park.
Yeah,
British
we're going
Columbia.
to check and see if Mr. Mike's Casual Steakhouse is open.
Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you for joining us on our trip to Salmon Arm.
Yep, we'll show you some fun stuff on the way back to Goshen.
If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet and you like the video,
Subscribe.
Transport Bandits
Out.